Hello, Rumble Universe. Alan here again. It has been a couple of short minutes. I'm trying to get these to work together because I got to have my blue blockers and I've got to have my 4 eyes. I mean, my 2.5 time magnifying lenses I got from Yield Dollar Tree. So it's been a good growth period, both for the world, not just myself. And for everyone, I've seen changes come about. I mean, I think people see things and then they just revert back to looking for whatever it is they want to be looking for. Anyway, that's mostly the human nature. I think it's told in a good book that we're trying to get away from. But that's another story. We will tackle that and many other subjects greater than as soon as I get these situated. But yeah, it's great to be back on Rumble. I was expecting to do this. Was a little bit more on pins and needles, only because I know there's better things afoot. As you can see, I have a pretty proper presentation here. My yeah, don't mind the 4 eyes look. I'm just going to work with it. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting everything here to be a little bit more appealing, for the masses, for the folks, of course. And it's I'll get into all the great things that have happened, the good and the bad. The bad is always for the good. Never discount that factor, because if you're going through it, you got to keep on going through it. God didn't make the cake so you couldn't walk the walk too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Radiant souls. So anyway, let's do this. Rumble, what do you say, folks, that we pay the house bills, pay the lighting and whatnot for Rumble? I think that's important. I think they are very respectable enough to do that for them, and so that we can keep the best streaming platform in the universe, planet Earth. Here we go. Let's begin right off the bat here. Oh, there was one. Now there's no campaigns available. Isn't that interesting? Oh, I was so excited. I haven't done one in like at least 7 streams. It's been like 3 weeks to 5 weeks or something like that. Oh man, I'll hit refresh, see if one comes up. Yeah, you like targeted ads like the next guy. I know. Okay, we can just move past that now. For now, okay. Thank you for your forgiveness. Anyway, I was hoping to get get warmed up doing that there. It's been a good day of relaxation. I wanted to get on and do this in the morning. However, Saturdays, because of the nature of my job and what it does for me, I need the rest. So I, took the time to watch some glorious podcast. I watched, where did I watch? One of them. Maybe it was more relaxation stuff. Yeah, like or looking at stuff like Steven Crowder, if anyone's familiar. He calls out this Dr. What's his name? Dr. Avanjay something or other, anyway, on the street, live, asking him why he decided to have, quote unquote, orgy parties, sex parties. And yeah, he was like a public official while everyone had to be locked in during the, the COVID pandemic, scandemic, as it were. He facilitated that and had the rules set up so everybody had to suffer because no one could enjoy the nightlife, no one could enjoy fine dining, no one could go out. Yet he and his cluster clan crew or whoever the secret handshake club he was involved with, was able to do that. It's the whole 16, 17 minutes. You can watch it on YouTube for your enlightenment. I laughed heartily, okay, because it's justice served on a silver and gold platter. Anyway, moving on from that, Lifewave is still the prime mover because it is love. As you know, I titled my first podcast video, make no mistake, Lifewave is going to be the miracle as people are making it out to be. And you don't have to take any one individual's word for it. I've repeated this in the past. I'm sorry. I tend to be, to the punches when it comes to, the real descriptive value. But if it's You know, if it's of any sentiment to you, anything in life that's good, you got to give it a try, right? You know, just give it a try, and then they'll give you free. Like, I mean, who can't go wrong there if you've seen the proof in the pudding, right? It's it's amazing. I'm using 4 patches every, well, actually 6, 4 in the day and 2 at night, and on Saturdays, maybe Sundays too, I'll be using 8 because of the enhanced energy patch, which was their #1 patch they started with. You know, remember I told you about the Navy SEALs using it? So I've got good energy today. Also, another minor detail or difference from then to now is I've reestablished my love affair with coffee. I found the missing link. It has been missing, I think, all these years. Yeah, it has been multiple years. I've, to my chagrin, I've just let the belief lead on about it not being good for me, but that was the society dictates. That was the Protestants, okay, that were trying to worm their way in. I'm no part of that clan now. I mean, I follow the way because the way is the way. You can't change the way. You know, it is always going to be just that, whether, you know, they try to pretend they are the way or not. The church establishment is just that, okay, folks. Now, there is a real Sabbath. It's documented in scripture. You have to put 2 and 2 together when it comes to research. You might recall. Yeah, I think I said something similar to that as well. And anyways, this morning, which is, you know, Sabbath starts Friday evening, Friday sundown, and lasts until Saturday sundown. So this morning, you know, I took my walk at like 5 o'clock, like I've been doing, and this is yielding great results for me. I'm a lot more successful at work, and I actually get my point across. People don't act like they don't hear me, even though I think I'm talking the friggin' same. It never ceases to amaze. It just, I mean, it has nothing to do with fickle human nature. It's like, it's a consensus of people that goes in waves. You know what I mean? It's interesting to me because some of us can see that as chosen ones and know that we're just looking on the outside, watching the tide ebb and flow. Okay. Yeah, if you're one of us, yeah, I mean, you're watching this video, so you know, you work with me. You're getting to know me better, even if you're working with me. I'm saying this in all love, okay? I have been around, I've seen a lot. People don't realize, people don't want to take the time to listen because they have to have their ego shot within 5 to 15 seconds, or you're not valuable enough to them for a message to be conveyed to them. That's kind of the way I've been seeing it, and I don't like it too much, okay? It's got to be the others before your heart. Your heart has got to be the others, I think, in any interaction, any relations. Game, set, match. I mean, I don't feel any other way about that. Put in the descriptions here, and if you like what you're hearing now, go ahead and hit the like button. No, the thumbs up. Excuse me. Get out of YouTube land. I don't even use YouTube anymore, but I still love you because I share it to you. And sharing is caring, right? Right. That's not patronization either. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something about sharing the YouTube. Oh, yeah. So the old coffee thing. So I'm using it now. It's the missing link. It feels like it's because I've used it before and I've gotten far with it before, but I had other detractors, so to speak. Okay, worldly. That the medications they've been ceased and desist long back. Don't even worry about it. It is advisable to do your own will, which that brings in the will of the world if you do have it within your forces. You know what I mean? Anatomically. So take that for what you will and move on. Growth is growth, and that's the best way to prove it to yourself. Otherwise, you're just waiting against the tides. Come out of her, my people, right? Man, I can't get this 4 eyes effect to stop because I'm wearing my blue blockers. But you know what? I value my sleep at night so much that it's not even worth not doing it there. So There, that looks a whole lot better, right? Watch me monkeying around here with my frames. Rose tinted frames. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I'm glad I picked these up from Walmart and for the low price of $9.95. Again, highly recommended, highly advisable. Please do so if you haven't already, or if you can get them cheaper online. Get them. I remember them being $20 at Walmart. I don't know why all of a sudden I found them for $9.95, but never say never, right? Never say never. Okay, so what's been new in my world? Okay, let's do it. That looks a whole lot better, I think. That's good. That's good. And you can see my, I look to my left because I feel like I'm looking to my left, but it shows on the screen I'm looking to my right. I know it's mirrored, and that's cool. Excuse me, I've got my love stones over here. You see, tell you what we'll do. I'll just go like this and point. And this is my green calcite. It is somewhat fairly nice, chunk green calcite in it. As you can see, it fades to the right. The other, it's all, if I put it up close to the camera, you can see more of the sheer beauty of it. I mean, I just love it. I don't think it has drusies in it, but calcite isn't really like that. They like acid wash it so that you get just this, not any other debris. That's a good heart stone. So that's good for heart math, heart acoustics when it comes to, conveying what's coming from that. Remember, you have neurons in that particular organ of your body too, the heart organ. So it ain't just the brain that does the calculating. Let's go. Let's go. Then over here, I've got my sunstone pyramid. This is rose quartz. Just like this is a manganese rose calcite, or manganese pink calcite is more commonly referred to. But this is another love stone. My, quartz, it holds memory too. So it gets you off onto the right journey, whatever your projected or intended, what you're trying to put out into the world, what project you're trying to do. It works with the heart. Okay. It lets you know that you're loved. Divine is everywhere. So it encapsulates that. It brings it home for you. Okay. I'm glad I got this at a gem show. You might recall, of course, me talking about it before. I'm just so thrilled. I got the nice setup I wanted. Now I just need something on the wall. I'm going to get some kind of banner or something. And the other part, okay, other stones. Let me finish what I was saying. I'm having too much fun, and that's a good thing. We've got my other little piece of rose calcite here. Left is right, right is left. It's more handy, like for when I'm working, because you actually can draw and convey energy through your hands. Remember, you attract your left hand, okay? It flows through your left hand, and your other energies out through the right. But remember, what goes out of you does circle back on major extent of it back into the left portion of your body. So that's why it's good to have a good grounding stone for the right hand. Earth stones, especially. Are any earth stones out there? Earth to earth stones. I particularly like my snowflake obsidian here. Okay, you can see it's got little gray speckles on it. If I can serve the camera justice. Sorry, peoples. Yeah, you can see them. They're kind of glimmering, but I mean that's just the surface. Obsidian is a mineral glass. Okay, not like man-made glass. No, not at all. No. But you can cut yourself on it if you drop it and it ruptures, if it shatters, so to speak. Gets you little slivers. You can even get a little splinter. It's happened to me before. No big deal. I was just extra grounded then, wasn't I? Let me get back over here and we'll finish up my story. And there's lots of good things to tell. No doubt about it. Here we go. So, yep, got the amethyst. This was a, where am I? Do I need a map? Tell me if I need a map. Put it in the description. Does Alan need a map? Thumbs up. Okay. And please subscribe. By the way, I've never actually asked that. I feel like that's going to be beneficial for moving forward, getting our message across, what we want to put out into the world, and how we are going to tackle life's issues together, because this is the only way we're going to do it. If you're looking at me, it's 40 plus years of trying to get somewhere and learning the hard way, then it really does take a village. Okay? It takes a good village. And of course, my other big calcite, you can't see it because it's off screen. It's kind of crazy. Oh. Yeah. These are my stone babies, man. God's essential life forces are everywhere. If God is truly everywhere, so where these energetic masses, because remember, matter is energy condensed, right? So that's why it's obvious to see in the mineral kingdom that he has his spirit. He has the spirit imprinted into celestial bodies. Okay, they're actual entities. When they are partitioned like this, man-made or naturally. Okay, that's how that goes. And we've got here orange calcite. By the way, yeah, the pink calcite, I already told you with the little one. The pink calcite's really good for loving thyself, knowing thyself, getting to know your emotions. Emotions are a real part. Remember, it's the physical, the mental, and the emotional, or the three major components of any person's. Yep, my orange calcite right there. It's real good for creativity. I bring it in my little American single strap shoulder pack to work, and I put my good stones in like that. Yeah, like this one. Let me see if I can pull this baby out. Yeah. I think I showed you this before, but that's a green stone with, and these right here, put the silver branches and trunk there, kind of nice. This is a carnelian tree. Now I do have a piece of selenite in here because that is an excellent charging stones for other crystals in the mineral family. So I've used that time and time again, and you zing through your day and you don't skip a beat. You stay on track, and if you're anything like a fire sign like me, you're in the right profession, and you're kept to your stead. You're kept on your path, which is next man up. That's right. Hang up, next man up. Next business owner, please. Please and thank you. We'll put him back over here. But yeah, again, the selenite pieces comes two pieces like this. Just if you're interested to know, I just thought it might be interesting. No biggie. Here you go. It can be in an orange formation like that. Some are more clear or whiter, but shades of orange. And then this is like, I think even more common. That's selenite in its most natural, most organic state. Let's put it that way, because they're both natural. It's just this, you can put other stones on it and actually charges on them. Look into that more. Go to crystal shows. You're going to get the best deals there. You're going to talk to many people where you won't learn information you can't find elsewhere. Because people are the key. You can put so much in a book, and then it's like you're concentrating so much on this one thing, but it takes two to know, because where you love is where your memory actually draws in the information. See? Amazing. Okay, yeah, it's a good thing I didn't have more coffee, because I got one, 12 ounces made at the end of work yesterday to bring home for this morning. And man, am I appreciating that. I'm gonna have to get me a Keurig machine now and order some Black Rifle coffee from Michael Jaco. Something like that. I'm thinking that because that's gonna be a lot easier than making it, and putting the water in, putting the coffee in, in the filter, and got to throw it out, and then you got to clean the whole fucking mess, and then you got to make your coffee in a cup instead of just putting it in a thing. Because I don't put any creamer or anything. I might add soy milk or something to it in the future, just because that's something that's really good for you. In case you didn't know, yeah, they'll say soy is bad for you until the cows come home. They'll tell you so many things. Oh yeah, don't mind sugar. Oh yeah, refined sugar. That's not treating your body just like cocaine would or something, which actually it's been proven to do. Keep that in mind too. If you're gonna do any kind of sugar, brown sugar, no refining. The less man touched, the better off you are. Please believe me. Use trial and error, find out and see. FAFO. Around and find out. And then let's go over here. I got my harmonizing stone, really good for any kind of environment here. I think what you got is some multicolored tourmaline with some speckled gold in there. Gold is a really good conductor of subtle energies. Okay, pyramids, if you didn't know, draw up the best quantity and quality of the earth forces. Okay, upwards, into your environment there. So that, and I use that at work too. It's so all 6 of us there, because we're a small call center, but we're professionals and know everything that we're about and what we stand for what we do. We're a family, and we keep it that way. I try to help to do that. So here I've also got my orgonite. So this does, as a pyramid, we'll again do that same thing, draw the power up. This works on a different principle from what I understand, though, because it's got, as you can see, the copper coils in it. Copper, as you already know, is a very good conductor. Little did many know that it is a good subtle energy conductor. Subtle energies are the primal forces, like emanate, if you will, from the conglomerates, the mineral deposits, from whatever you want to call them, crystals, gems, stones. And then you got Joe Blow on the block calling them rocks. Does a disservice. And it's all about service. So why go there? All right. So yeah, let me share a little bit of a story here. The week started off, I guess, as well as I should be expected. I had a good Monday. Anyway, I started off with 3 appointments, which typically is a little bit better than average, which I was surprised too. A couple, if not more than 2 of us, did not even get an appointment that day. So it's it's about knowing your, but again, like I said, for my job, for our profession, you got to be moldable. You got to be versatile. You got to be able to think on the spot for what this individual's psychology is, okay, and their pathology. Because in the few seconds you think you have, you think you might have more time than that because of their demeanor and everything. But we've learned moreover, time and time again, that people have limited resources, especially when it comes to time, to put it, to put it subtly. They act, okay, yes, we're gonna act like we're here to talk to you for a little while, and then next thing you know, can I get right back to you? And they'll, go ahead and lie to you or something. More times often than not, if they're busy. If they're any kind of American business owner, you just come to expect these things. So what I do is I say, hey, we're in town the next few days, and it's not for nothing. We see that you have the rates that you have. And this isn't a sales call, and you don't have to worry about parts or moving pieces or charges or any kind of people barking down your door. We're just going to give some information that's helpful for you, and the representative in your area at that time can explain in fuller detail should you have a question. And we aim to really help make the business back some money and give you your due, because if you stay at 3%, 4 or 5%, some of them even higher than that, using whatever Square. Nothing against these companies. Square, what's another good one? Oh man, was Passport one of the names for them? Anyway, that's just one of the more common ones. My mind's in a couple other places I plan to go with this story. That's why. Then if you don't find out now, and we're not in the area, what are you going to do then? After we leave, because we're going to be there the next few business days, right? Because anything can change on a dime. We go out to certain areas only because we have 2, 3, or more appointments set for that particular area, and there's no other chance that they would have, could have, should have had, hypothetically, if they do not have that opportunity with us at that time to meet, do a numbers crunch. I just enjoy talking about my job, because so many times I'm on the inside of it as an inside sales specialist, it's kind of it helps direct. It helps frame, where you're at with what you're doing at at this particular juncture. But it's just great. It's more about people because everything's more a stream of thought. Flow stream. It's kind of like automatic. It's kind of like being on vacation. You got to have passion. That was my big learning episode. That was my big lesson for this week. Kind of had a little bit of a breakdown because I thought, man, things that get forced on us in this world, whether you're one race or the other or creed, you get to thinking that people are a certain way because you're different than them, and you can't get inside your own head. But and I've learned that in the past. But the thing about this is, yeah, it's your boss. It's his call center, and I didn't think at that time, I wasn't even of the mind that I was trying to say otherwise or dictate otherwise. In just asking certain questions, like, since when is someone not able to learn naturally by asking questions? That's what I'd like an answer to one day. We're all good now. You know what I mean? Because any good brotherhood, that's what it's about. You get to the real, you go through it. You don't go around, you don't take side cuts, you don't take detours. You go through, you take the hit, and you move. You move, and you move again. You can even play goose step with it, just to make whatever the animus is that's with you, right? The shadow figure or whatever, because we all have to deal with shit. And then you get back on a path that is lit before you. And where it goes, it sees that it can't, right? Okay. I think you're following what I'm saying. So if you're any kind of a profession where, yeah, it's people-oriented, that's the way. All right. So we had our, powwow or discussion, and then he felt afterwards, that because of my reaction, I have authentic emotions. I am a man. I don't choose to convey certain emotions too much in public, but it can just get your goat, man. Especially someone like me that's been alone their whole life. By the way, I believe many of you are chosen ones. I don't think I am preaching to the choir here. I truly believe that if you're put in this world in any kind of circumstances, okay, that you can be a chosen one. However, the ones that are overlooked are the ones that go inward, and that's done on purpose so that they're preserved for a time divinely appointed to them. Okay, so they're being protected because they didn't go on a certain path otherwise. I know this is kind of checking a few boxes for some of you out there. Let me know in the description, if this rings a bell or resonates with you. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, subscribe. I got to get into that routine, I think, because this is going to be good. I had Janine help me get my numbers up, for my rumbles. I think I had over 100 for my latest one, and that was kind of unheard of. So I was pleasantly surprised. I was on cloud 9, and now she's waiting to do a couple other videos, I think. So I'm putting this one out there for y'all. And I think tomorrow morning I'll be a little fresher. That'd be a good idea, right? I agree. We'll do it, team. We'll get together. I want to read some comments. I want some fine folks giving me their input. And I want to reciprocate, what's out there. And then I want to reciprocate what you have coming my way. This is the only way, it's going to get real. So let's cause the action-reaction conversation. And let's do this. All right. So, after, we had that thing, I think that was Tuesday. And I had, actually I had 2 appointments, one in the morning and one late afternoon or something like that. So it wasn't too bad of a day. Where I get kind of caught up though is with the people quotient, because what I do is just common sense. It's it's just like everyday fare. And sometimes it hurts a little bit when you're told, What was it? Hold on, I gotta think for a second. That you might get let go of. You were their best salesman. You're told you're going to that that the other guy wanted to let you go. And I don't hate any of these guys. Believe me, my heart and soul is in this for these particular people for the same intended purpose. But if I'm told that, because I'm getting paid more, if I'm not getting, how did they? Hold on. He said, because I asked their name. I'm sorry. Let me get back to the subject again. Yeah, so I got their name and I confirmed their name. It was actually two of them, okay, and Skip said the other one, Chris, would be there too. But I spoke with Skip and at the end confirmed again that it was Skip. Did I still get in trouble and bitched at? Yeah, I sure as fuck did. And I hope whoever, this relates to sees this. That's the way I truly feel about that. Not sorry, not sorry. You know what I mean? All love, and that's still that's the real thing. Don't take me wrong, but that pissed me off, man. And so me being an introvert, okay, a real analytical person, there's a better way to describe that because we are creative types, but we take in the information first so we can perform the mission at hand, or whatever the path chosen will be. That is the true definition of an introvert. You've heard all the soliloquy about what introverts are and what extroverts are. And you see them both as bad now because that's what they wanted you to think. Agendas are for no unreal reason, y'all. Agendas they're out there, and they'll tell you multitasking is the thing. That, remember that whole trend, and in the little call center careers, you gotta be multitasker. You gotta do this while you're looking at that and doing this over here. Just spin your little head off. Go ahead. Yeah, be the do-gooder. If you feel that's your forte, I don't see how or why or the shape of that, but yeah, I had a hard time living that down. People wouldn't believe me. Anyway, people have come and gone where I work so often too. So it makes me wonder, well, what was their motivations? Why are they no longer around? It's just, it takes a village, and sometimes you got to release some of the village. You got to clean up some of the village, and I guess where was I going with this? So the rest of the week, what was it? Wednesday, one appointment. And by the way, the nature of the job is setting those appointments for the business owners so that we can show them how we can benefit their business with better services, better product. Possibly a new reader machine, but though we tell them it's not required because those can be a little bit expensive, upwards to $1,000 or more. The big square brand ones that are like that big, I think are up and beyond. Some are 500, a couple hundred, maybe under $1,000. But anywho, we integrate with all softwares, which is another great feature of ours, and we buy out actual contracts. If they're under a contract, say they got 2 more years, we offer a program or whatever number of months we can, pay that for them. Hopefully get it off their books, and that gets our foot in the door. You know what I mean? That gets us in cahoots, for them or unto them, and we can really start helping them, make their money back. Because any employer, boss, owner, proprietor knows that it is based on a percentage. And if it is a flat rate, which we do, they don't usually have it. Guess what? They have little charge fees, this and that. The carriers, the actual what do you call them? The actual credit providers. MasterCard, Discover, Visa, Amex, to name a few. They'll charge their little fees too on top of what they're. And they're a lot of times at 3%. They'll say 2-point-something%. But they've got, they're getting some other. They're getting some. There's a little bit of interaction there. There's a little bit of extortion, shall we say? So we exercise their demon. I'm having too much fun, y'all. Hope you're enjoying it though. So life is good. What else happened? Then Wednesday and then Thursday. No, Wednesday I came back from the Tuesday things. Like I said, had a little breakdown after work, and we were speaking on the phone, and we were all nice to each other. That's how you know it's a real brotherhood. That's how you know it's a real work fam, right, so to speak. Came back from that Wednesday. It didn't bother me Wednesday that I got a single appointment. Kind of bothered me that Friday I didn't get any, but Thursday I got 4 appointments. So I was doing okay. I wanted more. I wanted that 5th one so damn bad, and move from there and get 6 and 7, which can be done. But now that we're out of peak season, you understand it can be a little bit daunting. It can be a little bit more difficult to do so. Sorry, I dropped my X39 envelope display. Yep, they're coming in sleeves of 30, empty of course. And it just folds right back in there like a common envelope. Nice holographic Lifewave imprints. And you got your expiration date. And then whatever this, I don't know, I think that's just like a retail model indication. Yep, and then Lifewave, it is phototherapy. It is biophotomodulation, commonly known as light phototherapy, or phototherapy. Photo means light, so phototherapy. I like to say, as I'm describing and trying to help people with the knowledge for the product, meaning they need to be using this as it's going to be the miracle that they were looking for, because they won't need anything else for treatment. Hello, hello, hello. But at FDA, it's not intended to treat, cure, or remedy any disease. Right? Yeah, you could tell I'm quite serious. Okay. X39 is our flagship patch for phototherapy. It helps in all the practical modalities of the body, of the body's anatomy, meaning you have a better concentration, and then you have a better healing. You have better performance physically, okay, too. So you won't get the muscle cramps. I've noticed personally that I don't have to deal with strain. Everything's a walk in the park. Like, that's why with one of the main reasons, of course, I do have the supplements too from Life Extension. We'll get into that later, because they have, I think, some of the most supplements, until I'm directed otherwise, and I half believe that it's just minerals that are good. You don't get all your vitamins from all the food you need, so that's why I'm sticking with what I stick with. There's several supplements, not just the multivitamin. Sorry to detract from this here, though. So X39, again, the flagship product for them. You know, it's used in unison with X49 for synergistic effect, and the X49 really centers in on your physical attributes, your physical recovery, your stamina, and your your prowess, your strength, and also it also helps with bone density. So if you're anything like me, yeah, I mean, come on, I'm Hercules, right? I've always been pretty strong. So this was a good thing to actually solidify that, because everything has a synergistic effect too. It's not just the X39 and X49, but you're going to find that the more you use it, the longer you use them in unison, the better and better you feel. Like, I feel like I'm even younger than I was more than a month ago. So like and this is true too, after about 15 months of everyday use, you actually lose about a month of age. It's, somewhere around there, about a month of your actual age roll back. And if you do everything else like I do, you'll slowly age anyway. So what does that tell you? Even better, right? It's great. Dude, let me get this back on track here. It'll stay. Everybody, thank Mr. Bomeliad here for helping out. He's doing a fine job. Outstanding. He's a very upstanding helperton, this guy here. My Bomeliad. So yeah, good inside plant. Takes little water, it obviously can grab all the sun it needs because of its wide girth and breadth of foliage, its leaves. And then this guy here, I forgot what she's called, but maybe that's the bromeliad, and this is the no, that's the bromeliad, because this is a succulent. These little fronds, I like to call them, they're kind of thick. They're not thin. It's like aloe, basically. So that is called. We'll do a plant show. How's that sound? One day, I'll have the whole entire flora kingdom, the plant kingdom in here with me. We'll have a mystifier. We'll have, we'll be in the greenhouse setting, and it'll be great. Yeah, we'll have the whole fam there. Yeah. So Thursday, I had my my 4 appointments there, and then yesterday finished up with big goose eggs appointments. But it was still fun because I was getting my full energy to every single gatekeeper business owner that was out there. So it made no difference, what I achieved for the business, okay, for the 9-to-5 employer, because I was doing everything in my power, which is kind of like what I like doing anyway. So I like when I'm at my best. I especially love Fridays because, not only with the talents, the gifts that have been bestowed, okay, right, naturally, we all have them, but also because my pace kind of matches the Friday fair, people are kind of busy, people are a little preoccupied, and I can kind of squeeze a word in edgewise just right to juxtapose their flow of thought, and to let them know it's no big deal. At the same time, I'm good at that when people are not fully centered on you, because I'm kind of that way too, because I'm a right brain thinker. I'm a creative type, even though I'm real analytical left brain. So I'm good with routines and or thinking outside the box. Anyway, that's the way I see. If this resonates with you, please, I'd like to hear in the comments, what type of everyday fare makes you click and makes you who you are, and how you go about what you're going to do. And, if you think you're more analytical, like how you've grown from that, because a lot of people, that's kind of the way I was, like early call center days, like with Sears Home Services. And I got creative with it. I just let the floodgates loose. Like, I thought to myself, looking forward, why do I want to basically be a repeater of some machination instead of putting my own input out there, putting my heart out there? Yeah, use this brain muscle as well as this head muscle. Yeah, and things will work out for you. Please trust me. Where are we at? Wow, 43 minutes. It seems like it's only been 10, maybe 15. How are you feeling about that? Is this fitting? Do the shoes fit? I like it a lot. I especially, by the way, these comments, there was the very first comment I got, I think Milfy. I don't think it'll show on, if I'm in studio, show that. It was the most beautiful comment, said it was lovely. That was the best gift because of how I approach this and how I value where I'm going with this. That just took me to cloud 9 and beyond, guys. You have to believe me. When you put your heart and soul into something like this, if someone comes across to you like that, like if you haven't had interaction for a long time, yeah, it's going to seem like it's, but to everyone else, like it's no big deal, right? Sometimes that's the real currency, is what I'm trying to convey here. The point being. So it's not always the big things in life. It's the little things that lead you to them. You go to the big things. Yeah, that's just like the end theme a lot of times, right? Oh, that's your pie in the sky right there. This big thing happened. Yeehaw! You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So yeah, keep that in mind. Don't always be no highs, no lows. You try to keep that even keel. You don't want to because we are creatures of emotion. Remember, we're all human. And that's not just women. No, it's not just certain men. No, it's not just certain people. We all have this component to us that is bestowed by the divine that is going to bring together this life, the real life, not just this life you think you have now. That's, man, just looking forward. That's had to have been one of the prime movers, you know what I mean? Or the impetus for me, in a sense. Because if I like explaining things way too much, but if you see it one way and you don't see it another, and someone's trying to help you, well, there went your boat. You know what I mean? Like down the fucking river. What are you gonna fucking do? All right, family friendly, PC. Come on, PC principal. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this real. Put it in the comments if you feel the same. You know what I mean? If there's gonna be some people in here like with their get it together caps on. I think this guy needs to be a little bit more, I don't know, PC? Well, that's you. What can I say? Yeah, so, I mean, we can all understand it's still good. We're all grown-ups here. Come on. Especially if you're watching this and if you're of age. If you're anywhere in America and you're of age, you understand. Like, if I have to break that down, like why that's not like the bad thing to you, why that's not your supposed source of evil that's bringing you down. Ooh, I gotta get him because, bad guy. Orange man bad. Orange man bad. Orange pink man bad. Yeah, we can have fun. I hope that at least gives a little bit of a chuckle, and even if they think me goofy, you're gonna see a lot more than this. Anyways, what else is on the front? Yeah, so it was a good week. Like I said, that kind of ticked me off. I guess this next week, because my call center supervisor, which we respect each other fully, is not going to be there. He's going to be on his cruise. Oh man, that's another thing. Like they have cruise ships like that are so big. You can go on these cruises where it's like there's blocks. Like it's walking through a park, but there's blocks of parks. Like it's that big. You're walking through parks on a roaming ship in the sea. Yeah. Like what's the next thing? Play golf on a ship there? Oh yeah, they're already doing that. Welcome to. I don't know. The more things change, the more you see them as the same, but it'll never be the same, right? There, I think that's comfortable. If I got my shades on the right way. So yeah, Lifewave. We've got to get together on this, you guys, because here's the thing. You start using Lifewave, don't be like me, where under Michael Jacob's tutelage, I wanted to try the product. I put it off for a couple months. Okay, it's money, it's this, it's that, even though I have credit cards. But I wasn't of as much of a belief that the financial system is going to collapse here in just a few days. You can look into that. Many of you already know there. That's my Kaya girl cat yelling at me. Maybe it's a little time to eat. Maybe many of you already know that, though. Please share in the comments for the others' sakes. We're trying to bring this all together. Knowledge is power. Coalesce, right? Team Allen 7, Team Lifewave, and we'll bring it all together. We'll bring it on home. Because, here's the thing. If you do like me and you wait to become a brand ambassador, okay, I took about a year and a half after I started using, which I was doing it every month, the X39, and then eventually, a few others. I actually got the white age line, which is your carnosine, and my envelope just fell off down, your glutathione, and your Aeon patches, Aeon being the inflammation remover, so that your body can heal. Inflammation is your body's reaction to any supposed threat, right? It's like a fight or flight response, since we're part of the animal kingdom and always will be as human beings. So you get rid of that inflammation in there, swelling, and it doesn't even always show. That's why it's always good to use it. Every single day I use it, and I have the best performance the next day because I got the most full sleep. Rest is the most important element to your everyday living and to your enjoyment of it, okay, and your productivity. I'm landing on the line here because I want people to see this from the heart. I don't want to pansy foot around this. I don't want to pussyfoot around this. Every single day, X39, start with that. Hey, what can I say? It worked for me. I feel compassionate about it. If I'm overbearing, just please know that's coming from a good place. That is passion. If you're not aware, passion doesn't always look like roses and tulips. We're not a little bit roses and tulips here, right? Right. So please comment. I can't wait to see the comments, man. I bet you guys are some jokesters. I bet you guys are some characters. So bring it on in, man. Bring it all together in here. Like, subscribe, the whole nine. So where was I going with this? We're talking about cruise ships at one point. We're talking about golfing. We're talking about parks on cruise ships. Man, another cruise getaway thing is what Lifewave is doing for the whole Lifewave family. Okay, all together on one big mega yacht or mega cruise ship, right? Totally could. The thing of it is, though, being at zero, see, God's got me in a little divine waiting room right now because things are about to bust loose real big. I gave you more details and scope on that. I think the Spendy app and someone really important to me, benefiting me with a good chunk. Okay, Ching. I've got to be able to pay their administrative fee to be able to do that. I had a trust bank too. Trust bank, if you didn't already know, that's a crypto. That's one particularly for crypto. Spendy is for fiat currency, cash currency. So where was I going? God, Jesus help me on your holy Sabbath. Yeah, I'll just take a deeper. I'm just super excited. I don't even care. I mean, this is going to be so great. Like, if you'll notice too, we'll go over a few things with Lifewave here since I have it pulled up here. Let me do this. Get you on the presentation. Maybe, no, not background. No, I'm on presentation. So let me see if I do it like this. It doesn't show it in the. Okay. Yep. Oh, no. Yep. I think it's doing it. This always beguiles me. I'm sorry. I hope you can see the Lifewave my Lifewave website. Here's my username handle or user handle right here, Alan7. So you are shopping with me here, and this is the way you get the rebates. We do have a few sparse ambassadors out there. We're trying to get more of you together to do this. This is a golden opportunity. Even if it takes a little bit of time to get off the ground running, what's better than expressing yourself, your story, and putting it together with how, the Lifewave miracle is helping your life today. You can help people at a greater, in a greater way, and at a more expansive way, especially if you do the podcasting like this, becoming a brand ambassador. And of course, there are the little packages, but you don't even have to, per se, get one. You can just spend the $25. Okay, or is it going to break the bank? And I don't know. Maybe become an influencer. Maybe help out with society today with what's in your heart. Maybe that's the missing link the world needs from all of us. Honestly, like, I didn't come into this, all of a sudden. Like, I saw it after I started doing, but I knew in my intuition, like, that little feeling, that little voice that says, you could do that. It's not pushing you over the edge or coercing you, though. It's just like, oh, it's there. It's there. Oh, it's there. And if you know from somebody else that they're doing it a certain way and they have their flow and there's good things that don't just depend on you acquiring wealth or you getting this right away, because that's going to come. You don't worry about the things like that. The golden opportunity is not seeing the gold for the monetary value. Okay, folks? The golden opportunity is seeing the life for what it is and what it is. And what it is what it could become. So therefore, what it is what it always will be. Right? Right. All right? Good. So, look into becoming that brand ambassador. I'm going to go ahead and attempt here to start the screen share for you. Let me see. Yep, on the bottom, start screen share, just like last time. Oh, Firefox does not support capturing your system auto while screen sharing. Yeah, I was on Firefox, wasn't I? So you can look into it. You can see it's no big deal. Here, just know that the audio is going to go out for just a moment. Okay, don't have, you know, don't be worrisome about it. I'm only going to be like a minute. I just want to show you the screenware, and I'll kind of circle it with my cursor so you can see where you should be headed. So I'm going to select my window right now. We're going to go right here. And if you can still hear me, I'll notice later, but I'll just narrate just in case you can hear me here. So if you wanted to join, you click right here at the top of my website on the right, join our website, the Lifewave website. Yep, we're excited to have you here, right? There, enrollment selection. So it's on this one right here. You want to, of course, verify you're not a robot. And then you want to select join now. So it knows you're living, breathing. All right, and here is where I told you here, your enrollment starter. It includes these items here: wholesale pricing on products, free membership website with training and commission and tracking. That's the great thing. I've been using my back office from my phone app, the Lifewave app, and man, I've sent personalized videos to about 4 people that I know. Gave them a little nice heads up, asked them if I could send it. And I've been talking to my good friend I work with, Vince. Vince Ketchum is amazing. Well, he's done it all. And he is getting our other project started, his project, which I joined, which is the CMSX coin, which is going to be the go-to currency for many enterprises, business to business, okay, instead of using something that's archaic and slow like Bitcoin or Ethereum, where it takes like all day or day and a half in order to process. It goes in fractions of a second because it does what I forget, like hundreds of thousands of calculations per second. So yeah, there's that. And then you've got your bronze, and you've got these all be checked off here. It's a little more, but you're going to be able to get great quality, great value for the number of products. I think there's like 4 or 5 or maybe 6 patch types you can get, or something like to that effect. It's probably, no, I think it's like 3 or something, because it's $124.95. So it's better than retail where it's like $100 each for each envelope. And then you save even more the higher up you go. This is why I started my package with the enrollment diamond. Yeah, so basically that's that in a nutshell. You go ahead and do that. You'll get these number of sleeves of regular patches. It says 2. My mistake there. For bronze, 6 for the enrollment silver, 11 for the enrollment gold. That's almost twice as much more. It's only a couple $100 more in there. Then you go up to enrollment platinum, and that's basically doubling the cost, but it's more than doubling how much you get. And you see it continues that trend there. And then I, of course, did the enrollment diamond, which is that much. And yeah, it's a whole lot more for only a few $100s more. So, and you get these other nice caveats too. Lowest unit price paid per product. It does give you the 2 months at 110 PVs, which is your point values, which means that counts toward your business legs. If you have people under you, you'll actually get more commission based on that fact, because you were a supporter and because you like the Lifewave product so much. So yeah, 39 patches. That was, or sleeves of regular patches. That was great for me. I was so happy to have, because I look at the box and I'm like, wow. Anyway, we'll go ahead and stop sharing now. Let me see your screen. All right. Hopefully I'm back on presentation. There we go. Okay, so become a brand ambassador. The bigger you start, the better off you'll be, as it does carry over for your business aspects. Meaning you will have more of the PVs, they're called, which translates into into better. Got something in my pocket here. Translates into better business for you. Okay. There's great videos that go over this. I know Dr. Stacy's good. I know Michael Jacobs have been all about describing that. I just want people to get started. I'm a starter. I'm a fire sign. Okay, that's what I do. I'm also the best closer we've got, at my job. But that's not the point. The point is not to sit and twiddle your thumbs. The point is not to impregnate your couch. Okay, you're never going to, be a firebrand. You're never going to become what you're meant to be. You're never going to take that journey if you don't start with that leap of faith. Yeah, you gotta go before you know. You can't just you can't just adopt someone else's inheritance there, or whatever they've achieved. Do it your damn self. Fuck. And so, I mean, this is my experience here. This is universal life. This isn't just me. You can look around, you can shake your head and wonder, but you'll still see what I mean. Just take a look around. I mean, there's garbage everywhere on the streets. People are slobs. People don't care. Are we trying to change that? Hell yes, we are. We're trying to get people in the right mindset. You clean the house inside. All the outside will work for you. Well, guess what? That's what your human body is. It's God's temple. You keep it all clean, and then you make it all shine. And then it's hero time because you're causing other people to shine. You're causing shine to become this new thing, this new paradigm, if you will. Okay? Yeah, I'm also a motivator. I get people to listen somehow. So you should, if nothing else, become a preferred customer, and then preferred customer plus, preferably, because you're going to get more, and because you can request a free sleeve after that, and they'll let you try it if you see one you think works for you for what your needs could be. For me, I knew what inflammation does for the body. And I know how sometimes, I'll pull this little tendon here or have this neck issue. Or I'm getting past that even more and more now, and it's almost like it's non-existent because I've been on the patches so long, you see. So the fact of the matter is, you don't come off if it's working for you, why try to break it instead of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Add a comment on that. Like and subscribe. Hit it up, and let's do this. So the Lifewave product, man, what a miracle game changer. Really, really get started with this. Do the thing. Just that's where you want to have your launching off point. You know what I mean? You want to have that leap of faith. You want to take it wherever you're going, because it's going to translate into pioneering avenues. It's going to translate it to realms you haven't seen, where success comes into view. I'm not talking about little rinky-dink success. I'm not talking about not being able to change people's minds, not being able to empower people with your suggestive ideas and your creative, input. I'm talking about having it yourself. I'm talking about reaching down to the pit of your heart and into the core of your being and becoming what everyone needs out there. I'm talking about what this world needs. This is what we're doing. That's why I'm so passionate right now. This has helped me more than I can think I don't think anything else has helped me. Well, again, of course, not as much, but the coffee, please, that's a godsend. They have not, that has not been a common staple for so long for no reason. It's got a great complex in it called pantothenic acid. It's a great brain compound. Not complex, compound. It's a great brain compound that lends to quicker thought processes, having thoughts connected so that it all works together, left brain, right brain hemisphere talking, and and have it be forefront of your mind, your willpower in charge of things, because that's your will right there. That's your driving force. That's the mechanism behind it all. Of course, the heart. You've got to have a good. What's the way I want to put this? You got to have. We got to have faith. Of course, you got to have faith, but you've got to have a good. Let me see if I can put it in better words. Initial force, prime mover to begin with, source. You've got to start from the right source. See, sometimes it's the simplest things you can't think of because you're all cut up. But these friendly planets here, they're entities too. And I'm not saying they whisper to you. Maybe they whisper to you, but I'm saying that it actually helps because that's another form of life force. Yeah, we feed off everything, bro. We feed off everything, sister. Everything in this world is meant for men because that's the way the good Papa made it. And you're going to find out that if you go through life not getting together with what he gifted you, then it's your own damn fault. I mean, I can't point in any other direction. Could you? Leave a comment. Let me know. I'd like to know. Come, find out this, that, and the other third such thing. You guys like the shirt? This was in the thumbnail. Maybe I wore the shirt one time in the previous podcast. You cannot be getting an $18 shirt when it was originally $80 freaking. You cannot beat that. I told myself to go to the mall, go to Dillard's, go to, I forget if it was JCPenney. Maybe it was Sears. I don't know if they had I think, it was JCPenney. Yeah, JCPenney and Dillard's. I don't think there was a third. Yeah, there's two ends of the mall there. If you know anything about where I live, Altamont area, you'll know the Altamont Mall. Hit it up. I should go, by the way, come to think of it, to the Sanford Mall, because I haven't checked out there. They probably have real pavilions, real kiosks with real living stones. None of these costumery minerals or specimens. The little painted on shits and, earrings, whatnot. Anyway, costumery, plastic. That's not what we about. Not what we about. What else is going on? I'm super excited, man, because here it is, Sabbath's all over, and I'm so energized. I'm ready to go. Usually I'm still tired, I got to be conservative until a little while, and then Sabbath ends, and I got a little bit of energy only. No, you keep moving. You keep moving and moving and moving and moving. You got to let them know. You got to let yourself know, okay? So get into Lifewave today. Hit up my website. It's in the description. It's there twice. You'll see it's one of the very first things. It says, hey, y'all, or hey, everybody. Here's the link. Okay? And then under that, I think I put not the description for this video because that's a little further down, but I put, what Lifewave does. Okay. Find out what the miracle patch can do for you. Not in those words. Okay. I'm just trying to encapsulate here, because if you make it a routine to learn more, you'll be that much more enriched, and that's what life should be all about. You know what I mean? It's not all about pull this lever, go here, pass go, whatever, skip boardwalk, fuck boardwalk. Where'd that come from, right? Yeah, I'm just playing Monopoly. See, I've got my Snowflake Obsidian here, and this is the way it should be. I don't like structure. Put it in the comments if you feel it should be this way too, man. Just flow. Go with what you know, right? Why structure? Because that's the thing. Here's the thing. If you get stuck to your own 9 to 5, because that's what your own structure will become. It's like working for yourself, and you put the other owner cap on, you're going to give yourself an aneurysm. You're going to give yourself an identity personality disorder, I believe. Just go, man. That's how I treated every one of my jobs. And people look at it funny, but and actually, a lot of times talk to you on it because you know what? They're trying to pull their own street cred. They're trying to look good to their own superiors and higher ups. I say, the hell with all that noise, man. Be your own sovereign being. It's not about being slaves here. That's what I'm so sick of in this place, man. People get other little fucking mental disorders too and attitudes because they get stuck on that track and they don't do their own thing. And you try to convey this loving message. You try to just put the direct life forces out there. If you do that, you'll see it circles back to you, several fold, even more sometimes. You have to speak in generalities. Everybody's life is different. Life's a many splendid thing anyway. Leave something in the comments or for me on that. I like to enrich my mind. I like to enrich my being from the soul out. Be the soul that you are. Just be not structured. We're going to do this, fan. We're going to make everything happen the way that you didn't even think was possible. This great. This way is timeless. It's called the way for a reason. Come as you are. Don't come based on some preconceived notion, some passage you read somewhere, anywhere, even any book. Don't be one of those people that, like I was, is telling people they're this, they're that, and you're not even talking to them. Come out of your shell. Be one of us. Be part of the whole. We are one. Whether you can take the punches, guess what? Get back up and keep going. You feel that? And that becomes part of your driving force. That becomes part of your learned culture, your acumen, your occupational hazard sometimes. But hey, man, you know what I mean? Kick rocks with flip-flops, you tell them. You move on down the fucking road. Let's go. That's what you do. So anyway, sometimes I just get obsessed with myself. Sometimes I just can't see outside myself. Yeah, so you can see I got my other stones here. I'm waiting for that other crystal show to come up. This time it's going to be back in the one I've gone to two of in Sanford, and the location I've gone to for two of. Civic Center, I think it's called, down there on, I can't remember which road, but I know how to get there. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's going to be a few weeks here in October. Freaking 10th, maybe it's October 4th. So that'd be great if it's even closer, October 4th, something like that. I got to check the email. Anyways, I'm looking forward to that. Having different kinds of forces I'm working with, and having new crystal baby friends. That's what they are. I mean, man, crystal babies. And then what else? So another thing I wanted to share with y'all is I was starting to convey about it earlier was the CMSX Freedom token here. Let me get back on. I put it in the description. You'll see it. You'll see the link, and I got a little bit of a description on it. There's, if I can get back to where I was, that would be great. Where am I? Oh, Studio Rebel. Oh, hi there. Hi, you. I remember you. Yeah, so we will see if I can go over there, and I'm going to find out. Okay, next time I'll use Google. If there was no audio, I won't stay on that presentation screen share for too long because it kind of leaves me out of the equation a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We do what we can. Hey, if you check this out, if you're any kind of investor like me, you already know some cryptos are the way to go. I'll just share briefly with you that this token was developed by a friend of mine I worked with. His name was John, I want to say Simora, I think, or something like that. However it's pronounced, very unique names. I love all the cultural heritages and the differences about within or between every one of us. CMSX token is going to be, like I told you, the exchange token for many businesses going forward, especially in the densely populated areas, India, China. This guy's a genius. So the pre-launch is what this is known as. They're available for 1 cent a token. We believe they're going to go way beyond 100 times that value per token. That's a cent. I got 250 buckaroos worth. That is 200 and let me see, where's that? I got to write it out and think about it in my mind. So yeah, 25,000. Yeah, 25,000 tokens. That's, let me see, 25,000 tokens. I'm trying to count the zeros, right? 25, 0. Yeah, 250 bucks. So you can take the 250 bucks is what I'm getting at, and you can multiply that times 100, even greater than that. You're talking multiple tens of thousands. I think you're in hundreds of thousands. And guess what? If you had done it by a certain time, they doubled it. That's why I'm glad I was on the inside, inside of this, because my friend Vince turned me onto it, because John left our company. The guy's a genius, like I said, and Vince is the human resources for that enterprise, for their exchange corporation. So it's going to be the cryptocurrency of business transactions, as will some very important ones, like on a worldwide stage, the XRP and the XLM. Okay, those are going to be the staples going forward. Now, if let's say you have, let me just do this here. I hope that I can. Installing updates are concerned. No, you know what? Let me just tell you about it, and then I'll go over there first. I'll narrate. If it doesn't show up on the audio, so be it. I won't stay long on that part of the presentation. I'll just come back. We'll learn to live with it because we love it, right? We keep it all real. We keep it all flowing, and we keep it all energetically amusing. That's the way I like to put it. So what it is, you invite you'll, like I'm doing, invite your friends and family to join the CMSX Freedom Coin presale and earn referral bonuses. Simply share your unique referral link during the presale stage, and if someone purchases $100, $500, $1,000 or more using your link, both they and you will receive a 5% bonus. So that adds up. I mean, that's no simple coin, but the point of it is you get into it for what's coming in the future. Like we were talking about, right? You don't just fall on your laurels, say, this is going to be me 5-10 years or whatever down the road. I don't think any of you want to be the same person. By the way, leave a comment on this, on that idea as well. Excuse me. I would like very much your concepts on that, your input on that. Okay, that is important to me. So get into this because, see, here's the thing. If you have only a little bit of money, you have buying power with credit cards. I told you already, I've been at zero. I mean, I might have a little bit of chump change or whatever, like I'm getting paid Monday, I'm going to have a little bit left over because, I just pay my bills. I pay what I can with my credit cards because of what I know is coming. This might sound off to you, but you can do the research, and if you know enough looking in the Telegram, you'll know what is coming is about to eclipse everyone's, all the bankers, the banking for the United States, like the 4 major bankers and all the umbrella banksters, and then the banks under those, right? Second and third tier banks, right? They're going to be wiping out all the debt because we cannot continue under this fiat system. This system was created to keep people in debt crisis management. Why do you think so many people are in debt? Do you think it's just a coincidental trend? Do you think it's just a long-standing coincidence that people have, lost all of their money and are now being siphoned by these horrific bankster monster mobs that are out there? No, it's no coincidence. It's been that way because they set it up that way. The federal Federal Commissions Exchange, I think it's known as, right? Put this in play a long time ago because they wanted to keep their elite. There were certain forces, okay, certain people very evil at the tippy top, certain families, certain circles that wanted to see the rest of us decline and go away for good. They wanted their own world and their own image. It is spoken of in the Bible. I'm not pulling punches here. Yeah, you could see it with plain eyes if you have looked into this at all to know. Yeah, there's opposing forces on the world. What do you think God put us here for? To stand out. He put us here to let his son's name be known by all. To separate the chaff and the wheat is what life is all about. Life is no rose patch, my friends. Thank you. So get into this investment because we want to see each and every one of us become the us that is fully empowered. Their money magic system will be no comparison. No comparison, because it's going away for good. It's forever gone. No comparison to what we're going to be able to do with our world. That will be in our image. It's not going to be in the image that they've created for us, which we're suffering through now. I've learned to accept, what I have to accept with paying these little credit card debts here and there or whatever, because I can get by, because it doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't matter. I don't see it as anything because it's not something that belongs in God's world, to be perfectly frank. Yeah, I think I've gone on a tangent a little bit before. Leave a comment if you think this was a little bit better, if I've been a little bit more descriptive, or what you feel I could add to this, or if you'd like me to know person to person, because I'm going to tell you right now, the most important thing is that connection. So we're going to get together. You can email me. It's in there. Leave comments. I'll reply. I will reply to every comment if we do that. I think someone, there was like 8 or 9 comments I saw in my latest long video, 2 hours, 34 minutes and something. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. The first I've seen of this. I did see like I said, the other one comment that was the very first one I saw, because it came through as a notification, right, via email, right? So I responded right away to that. I think I was really tired. I was in the middle. I didn't respond to those other ones. I did a few. I did most of them, actually. So I hope you guys have gotten that little bit of feedback and appreciated it like I appreciate you. And hey, man, we're going to be a circle here. We're going to be a clan. It's not going to be hit or miss because we've got each other, and that's all that counts. So without further ado here, let me see me do my screen share. Let me look at it first, and then I can kind of look at where we're going. I'll show you. Let me go to my dashboard. All right, so what you're going to be seeing here, I'm sure you're still seeing my picture, is the token balance. It's now 50,000 CMSX coins. I said, they doubled it. So I bought 25,000 of them at naturally $250, right? A cent a piece. It's not going to be overnight. That wasn't the whole intended idea. Genuinely, this is going to be used because the designer was a genius in how he crafted it. He's been working on this for decades. This is not a flash in the pan. There were certain cryptos, and I've named them already, that are going forward, that are going to be mainstays. The blockchain financial assets, as it were, or exchange tools, exchange devices. Yeah, we commonly we're going to have cash. It's going to be a different version of it, after this crash goes down. And this isn't to frighten anyone or alert someone. I just want people to be prepared. Please, if you haven't already, you don't have to be a hoarder, but make sure you have your common staples, food and drink wise, okay, and your personal needs. Have those bases covered, because when it hits the fan, like the markets, we already saw what happened with the toilet paper scan. Good God. I mean, you know what I mean? With most of civilization as it is now, do you think they're going to just, sit politely in their little shopping carts and their little, rascal scooters, not raising arms or raising a fuss? No, I mean, people are going to go crazy. I mean, it's just the nature of the human beast, unfortunately. People don't have that sense of control about them, or awareness situationally. So, get your good things prepared. Make sure you got your house in order. I would say get out of debt before doing investments. I probably should have started with that. That's kind of where I messed up and I lost more. I should have listened to Michael Jaco. This is going back a few years. This was before all this, guys, right? So I did it was like a crypto trade station, I think, and it was on Telegram. And man, this guy, I knew him for a while. Like we were chatting back and forth. And then all this at the very end, I was ready to go. I had the bank. What was it? I bought the Bitcoin to be able to pay to be able to get my funds, which I invested for, which was man, it grew. At first, it was just I think a few thousand, and then he said, "Don't worry, tomorrow it's going to be tens, and then even in the 100,000s, or I mean, several tens of thousands." So, I got to luckily enough see that firsthand on my trust account. And after that, I was like, okay, I can save up a little bit because the way the value of crypto fluctuates, goes up and down, right? Oscillates and vacillates. It causes the cost for that release of those funds to do the same thing. So, long story short, yeah, I had to do that, and that was the final payment, and I got it to them and everything. However, I think it was a few thousand. I'm sorry to say at this point, I'm hating myself, kicking myself inside for that, because I've been scammed before. That was worse than that, but that pissed me off right there. That right there, I'll tell you what. So yeah, I did that, and then the guy was like, "Oh, now you got to tip me. I need $1,000, or it's not going through." And we had been friends all those months, all that time. You know what I'm saying? Man, so word to the wise, maybe crypto firms better than I do. I don't deal with them at all. I've got my own crypto wallet. That's it. No one touches anything. No one deals with anything. Sole proprietor, sovereign. Try to stay away from these crypto firms. That's where they'll grab you. Telegram is the place for that. Leave a like and subscribe. I want to comment on this because I'm interested in hearing some stories relating to that. I'm sorry to hear it. If you did, it'll help your soul, I think, feel better a little bit if you get it out. You know what I mean? Share it, because even the bad with the good, guys, helps this grow. What we got going here, and what we got going is force to be reckoned with. There's more information to come. The CMSX tokens. We've got the Lifewave. Okay, we've got also coming up in application stages for the C60 Evo, which I started to tell you about, I believe also in that last long run video, which is olive oil infused with the C60 molecule for carbon, which is the actual perfect carbon atom molecule. Okay, it's got 60 carbons in it, right? Carbon elements, carbon molecule, excuse me. Yeah, it's the molecule. Yeah, that's what it is. Because it goes down to elemental level and then right. Then the molecules are right. Bill Nye, the science guy here. Oh, with all that noise. So yeah, we're going to get into some of that. That actually helps with so many things health-wise. That's what I'm all about. My grandfather was a corpsman in the Navy. You'll recall. And it just inspired me. It's kind of a lineage thing, because it runs with your own sense of being, because it's in your DNA too. It's not just the heritage, right? So you want to help people. You want to bring to their awareness, their sensibility on their health. Okay, because we're being blinded and blindsided by so many things and told so many things, and things are just left the way they are because the FDA is allowing it to be that way, or because these commercials said so. And people just fall to convenience. People don't like looking into things. People don't like researching. No, can't have any real information. Oh no, you got to go with the flow because Jim Shylock said so, or because Tim Jones, the tire guy, or this friggin' sugar substitute, which gives you cancer and other side effects, is cheaper. Yeah, what a great reason to use their product. Get the out of Dodge right now, man. You gotta be fucking joking me, man. you're gonna let them poison the whole human race? You're gonna let that happen, or you're gonna start being a force for good? Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Let us hear it. Let it out. This is what I want, man. See my passion. I want to see that in other people. That's what I like seeing. I don't get to see it in every business owner. You know what I mean? It's like some will be mildly delighted, and that's where you're setting an appointment. I have one of the hardest jobs that there is, y'all, man. You know what I mean? Calling 400, 500 people. I have what do you call it? Acumen, or the profile of a savant, in a sense. Really, not saying I'm some super genius. We all have genius abilities here. I'm saying like a hard nose. That's the term I'm thinking of right there. Hard nose. If you know thyself, then thyself only will be true. And you know what? That puts it out in the world for others to start being true. So yeah, this is what we've been talking about this whole time. Put out that image, man. It doesn't have to be just physical like this, although it's nice. Get them good sales. Sure. Use that credit card. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay. I don't even have to freaking be one to know what's good out there. I don't think you do either. We're of the same mind. No. So let us know, y'all. Let us know what's going on. Give me your story, man. If you want to be a friend, I'm here for it. We'll chat back and forth. You know what I mean? If it gets personal, go on WhatsApp or something, or just doing it by email. Email is secure. Keep in mind, it's always the most secure way. And we'll do it real, man. We'll do it Southern style. Unless you live in the North, then we'll do it Southern North style. But anyway, this is gonna be good, man. We're at 1 hour and 30 right now. I'm blown away. Coffee? Yes, please. I tell my imaginary receptionist here, because my God, that's part of my new staple now. Man, oh man, I've got all the best in the world. You could just feel it like emanating off of me, because when you know, and it goes from you. You know what I mean? It flows from the source, and you are a part of that source. There's no better feeling. Get those good things in life, like I was talking about. Research and study. Find out what's good for you. Look into your blood type. Okay, that's the way you're going to find where the foods. Okay, your main source of energy is going to be perfectly fit for your type of person. We are divided into the 4 main blood types, with 8 types total with the subtypes. You got positive and negative, right? So do that. And then, find out about different things like wheat. Find out about if it's even, because some wheat's better than other wheat naturally. So you get whole wheat, yada, yada. But you get organic. You get the kind there's a certain kind of wheat that's whole grain. Whole grain. Not whole grain, I'm sorry. That's just a moniker they use to grab people to get their shit. But look into it. Organic, anything brown, like it hasn't been stripped of its flavor and nutrients. Okay, you get the white rice. Jasmine, it's okay for a little bit of flavor. Sure, that's good. I like that. That's no big deal. Long grain is better than any other rice. Okay, I've learned, rather than short grain. So you do that. You get brown. I've always been a connoisseur of rice, guys. Rice is a brain food. Please believe me. Right up there with fish. I don't eat a lot of fish though, every once in a while, because of the toxic elements, metals, disposing of in the oceans and ponds and freshwater and stuff like that there. Yeah. So, and I'm even afraid of getting farm fed. You know what I mean? You look on the packages. This is what you do. You're one of those crazy people, right? Reading the ingredients list. This is this. This is that. That's this. What is hexacayowayahuasca? Like, what fucking earth language are you on? What are you on? So try not to devour those things. Try not to consume these corporately made pieces of garbage, because that's what you don't want that in. I don't want that in you. I don't want that in me. So look into it and get organic stuff. Fruits and vegetables are always a good thing. There's nothing wrong with getting meats. You've heard all this say about go vegan or go down or something. You know what I mean? Like go green or not be vegan. I don't know their slogan. I don't even care, because God made everything. Everything's not pets. I mean, don't eat the friggin' geese. Don't eat like the Haitians are doing, friggin' ducks. Eating cat? What? Oh my God, that's just disgusting. Ducks, they sift through shit. No, really. And cats. Oh, cats are predators. Predators he'd been very bad news. Carcasses sometimes. It's kind of part of their DNA to do so. They're garbage eaters. They just like the bottom feeders in the ocean do. They get rid of all that stuff and recycle it. So there you go. You know what I mean? They do through their fertilization of the plant life. Leave it for the plants. Anyway, don't try to take that in. And then you've got, I already said that and that. Yeah, they tried to say coffee is bad. Yeah, it makes you skip thoughts. It leave a comment if you will. Like, do you have anything averse to what I've been saying? Like, I really want to know. I want to improve. I want to know better. I want to see if this is something I am, looking to change as far as what I'm getting at. These will get better and better. I know this seems right now like it's in the sophomoric stages. This is only the 15th video. wait till it's not even half year. It was even then, and then a year. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna have the whole crystal family here, and you're gonna see friggin' esoteric messages, and you're gonna see like translucent beings floating out because everything's so powerful. That no, I'm only playing, but anyway. What else? Like certain things like CBD cream, right? That's the part of the plant that is healing for you. That THC, that gets into the mental. I mean, God made all of us, and we control through the mental. So you take that for what it's worth and go where you think that goes, because I've already run that course. And I don't wish to go back. What else is good foods for me? Obviously, PB&J, your common staples. You know what I mean? Again, look at the ingredients. We've become so rotten scoundrel, friggin', I don't even know the word for it, bratty, in the sense that we just take it for face value. Like, really? You want to be a slave to these corporations that want you to be ill for them, that work hand in hand with the medical industry and all the insurance companies, which get all your money a little later in life because you're sick now? Please look into it. Please look into, don't get any silly, the least ingredients, the better. Like I say, do a little research. You'll find that, you'll get your common vitamins in there. If it doesn't say vitamin A or vitamin C, cyanocobalamin is actually B12. Okay, I know that. They have other artificial substitutes for like vitamin C and stuff. Like, yeah, who wants that, right? Not me. Not I. Some of you have been, addicted. Everything material is addiction, driven, in a sense, in one spectrum or another. So get your nutrients. Most importantly, it's where it starts. You start with your own house. You work out from there. So I'm trying to think here. So yeah, your fruits and berries, really good antioxidants. You want to always be detoxifying, right? You can go get one of these big, expensive or fancy program detoxing systems where it's like 3-4 multi-stage or whatever. Yeah, it probably works. a little bit of this, sure, a little more, which I'm hip to. I really am. I've kind of done it the natural way, and I've noticed a change. I've noticed that down to the principle of every ingredient that I'm eating leads to that. So if I were to do some kind of cleanse like that, I'm pretty sure it would just run right through me. And, just did the toilet flush. Anyway, anyhow, whatever. Moving on, get your good nutrients. Don't step on the middleman. That's another thing. Distributorships, there's nothing wrong with them. I always order offline. More times than not, you're going to find it's better because everything is grouped to value, or value to group or value to quantity. meaning product is better for your value there a little bit and get your money's worth. I do get my lemon juice organic through Vitacost. Vitacost is a good place. Please, nothing against Vitacost. I'm going to have to wrap this up if I can pause it. If you don't mind a quick phone call. 1 second. Bear with me. Hi, is this Alex? Oh, I'm sorry, Casey. Were you the one calling earlier? Uh-huh. Oh, I thought, okay. Nice to meet you, Casey. Yeah. Thanks. Oh, correct. Yeah, first name Ralph. Right. Go by my middle name. Yeah. I had the privilege of being able to work with John when he was actually employed at Courtney's The Card Company, the owner of Courtney. So yeah, that was a real treat. The guy's always had useful insight. And then he left, and then we were all sad. And people came and people went after that. That's the story, anyway. By the way, Casey, say hi. You're on my podcast. Sorry to interrupt you. You're on my podcast. I'm on Rumble here. That's my 15th video. Thank you.
Patron of the CMSX Freedom Coin. A lot of exciting things are happening, and I want you to know that you are going to get a bonus of a point, a coin bonus, and you'll be able to see that next time you log in on your CMSX Freedom Coin. Okay.
That is awesome, man. Thank you so much. And you know what? Like, the only other thing, and if you can't handle it now, that's fine. I was talking to John about it earlier. He actually said that Alex's son would be contacting me when he got home from the beach. I know things happen in life. I don't even care. He's got a family life. I don't. So if I'm stuck on the verification stage, do you know anything about that? Do you deal with anything IT? Because I can't seem to get verified.
Yes. I'm the one that actually spoke with you. This is Casey. It's Casey.
Oh.
And yep. And I do show you active and verified here. I don't see you not verified. You're green. Everything looks good.
As far as the wallet, from a receiving wallet? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Everything looks good. Let me.
Nice.
Yep, got the wallet address, everything. Great.
I always look for it. I'm sorry, Casey. I always look for like notification, and I end up sending like 15 texts to people sometimes because it doesn't tell you.
Not a problem. I'll send you a notification that the wallet has been updated and everything is good.
That's all I needed to hear because I hear it from you. I just hear it in your voice. You know what I mean? That's magic right there in the making. Love it, man. Love it. Thanks for making everything great here too, helping the podcast because it's always good to have third party.
Definitely.
I'm putting you guys on display. You guys are going places. You hear that?
Yes, we are. Yep. CMSX Freedom Coin. Check us out. You can put on your website the referral link when you log in. Put your referral link out there, and then anyone else, if you just specifically for this broadcast, and if they click on your link, they're going to receive an extra 5% bonus on their purchase of CMS Freedom Coin.
Amazing. I'm glad I put the link in there, so I'm glad you confirmed that for us. And Casey, are you his son, or do you mind describing for us?
No, I'm actually the president and also co-founder, and I've been working with John all my life. He's my brother as well.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I've never seen the picture. It's good to name the voice. Match the picture to the picture to the voice in this sense. Yes. So that's awesome. Awesome. Nice to meet you. All right, man.
Pleasure. Awesome. Well, another time we'll schedule some time, and I'd like to be on the podcast, and we can do it, on there officially, and have a good time.
We'll do that. It's a duo. I can do it on Rumble. Yes, sir. I'm Alan Petty, by the way. If you want to look me up on Rumble, ALLENPETTY. Mm-hmm.
Got it. Yep. Got it here. Awesome, Alan. I appreciate your time.
Hey, good things.
And,
yes, sir.
Have a great podcast.
Will do. I'm sorry to be awkward. I just enjoy it so much, man. It's like a video diary, but I'll let you back. You get back to your family now, Casey?
Yep, definitely.
All right, Mr.
Yep,
President's here. There, you've heard it first. We'll talk to you again. Take care, okay?
Take care.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was, wow. The president of the company, y'all, Casey, I was just on the phone with. Man, you can't ask for better divine timing. Wow. He was at his beach with his family. Said he was going to call in like an hour. And then I was in my prep stages. Of course, I never like fully, until I have everything filled out, every caveat, every box ticked or checked, and I know, that it's going to be going the right way. That's why it took me a little while. So I know that he, has his own thing. That's family life for you, right? That's one day for the special privileged. You know what I mean? That's for divine timing. It's not to say like you're better than everyone else. You know what I mean? That's that's something between you and God. That's a gift. That is something that is not to be trifled with. Okay, not to be trifled with right there. But here we are. On the CMSX coin train. You've got the referral link, and you heard it from the president first. You get people to sign up, and then it's whatever the percentage of whatever the amount. It's 5%, man. That's no small potatoes or small beans. We're going to tackle this together. I'm hoping that we, because this is equal footing, y'all. This isn't any pyramid thing. It's actual multi-tier level marketing. It's actual brand sponsorship or ambassadorship. This is what we're all about. You're going to find out right now. This is what takes away the 9 to 5. This is what supplements it first and then quietly puts it to bed. That's the way I like looking at it. I even love my job, and I'm still saying that. Like, I get to talk to people all day. What a freaking treat, man, right? And get paid for a living, and the most I've ever gotten paid. And I'm doing this, man. These things are helping me, and I like putting out what helps me out there to help you. That's all we should care about, man, is helping one another. That's my heart to yours. That's why I said that, that's why I said it like I said it, that I'm here for the consciousness of health, for the sensibilities, people's awareness of their health. We've been trifled with so long as a people, man, as a civilization. They've kept us so dumbed down. They've kept us in this little shell, like we're supposed to be little minions or pawns, when actually we're the kings and queens. We are the America. And so goes America, so goes the world. And with that said, y'all, I think it's been a fine dining experience. I hope you've enjoyed the smorgasbord. More to come. I'm going to have more super technology and products, sponsorships, and actual avenues to success, like you've just heard from the man right there, Casey. I think it's BANTER. Anyway, you look on the CMSX website, set up your registration, log in. You'll see what I mean. It has everyone there. There's about 8 or 9. And my guy, Vincent Ketchum, the 9th one down, is the HR director. I actually work with him in our little call center. Like I said, the 6 of us. We are the elite of the elite. We are the red team of the SEAL Team 6. You heard about putting people on platforms? Put yourself on a platform. Screw the rest, man. Kingdom first, and then within to without. Kingdom first. Get it all together. And then go out and shine, change the world. Let's do this, y'all. I love you. Man, give me some comments. Give me some actionable feedback here. And we'll get this reaction started. Love y'all. Later. Bye.